This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. Today, joining me is Marcus Toler, and he is with Go Local FXBG. Marcus, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, I am excited to dive into this conversation. I would love to learn more about Go Local FXBG.
So we're a nonprofit right here in Fredericksburg, focused on empowering the underserved communities, small business owners, and aspiring entrepreneurs. We're trying to create real pathways that economic opportunity and local business success. We want to connect people with the right resources, build a stronger, economy here locally.
Amazing. And so give me some examples. What are some ways in which you are accomplishing those goals through your nonprofit?
So I got 3 programs that we want to roll out. Youth internship and career pathways program. We're going to be working with local high school students starting in January. We're going to roll that out in beta mode to gain hands-on experience in digital marketing, media, and entrepreneurship. Over COVID, I worked with a lot of interns, college interns, virtually all over the world pretty much. And the number one thing they kept saying were they're not getting the real world experience that they needed to get jobs when they got out of college. And as you can imagine, that's probably pretty frustrating, right? To go to school for 4 to 8 years for your major and then get out and have employers tell you, oh, well, you need experience to work here. Mm-hmm. So that was a big one. And just in digital media and marketing in general, they never know anything that I know, and I've never went to college. So I just found that very strange that I've self-taught myself more than what marketing professors are teaching me. So that, put me on a mission to really help these kids learn more about the opportunities that are out there digitally, especially to be able to create their own way. So that's one. And then we got our local business accelerator that we're going to start. That name might change because that's a pretty popular name for that kind of program. So, I want to work with small businesses. Over the years with my marketing company, I've worked with a lot of small businesses. I really enjoy working with the startup brands or the people that are struggling, but the number one problem there is they don't get any money. So with a nonprofit, I'll be able to fund and help them with their marketing without asking them for money. So that's be a great thing. And then the last piece is the community entrepreneurship program, where I want to work with people in underserved communities that might not have access to the resources to become entrepreneurs and get that digital media experience.
That's amazing. Really big goals there. And I'm really excited to watch this grow and what a huge impact this is going to make. So congratulations. It's really exciting.
Thank you. It's definitely a lot. It's not your typical nonprofit. A lot of moving pieces. So we're going to have to roll it out in pieces, and it's going to take an army for sure. So
yeah. Well, I want to learn more about you. Tell me a little bit about your background and how that led you to starting something like this.
Yeah, so I grew up in West Virginia, and growing up as a kid, I was like always the hustler, shoveling snow, cutting grass, selling baseball cards, like anything I could do to make money, right? Always trying to find unique ways. I came here to the Fredericksburg area in about 2000, 2001. I've been here ever since. I love it here. There's always been so much opportunity here. The community is great. Like, I've never been in like a community like this. So started an entertainment company back in the early 2000s, literally just on a whim, like, hey, I want to get paid to throw parties and being a DJ, and of course I've got my Big Day Productions company where we do events, photo booth, event planning, DJ stuff. But also along the way, that turned into a marketing agency because all that was built off of social media. So it just made sense to take that knowledge and dump it into the marketing. Um, in small business development, I've developed multiple brands over the years. So that, really turned into wanting to help others do the same.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. So clearly, you are really busy working on your business and you've worked really hard to build this. You've had multiple businesses in the past. If someone came to you and said, "Hey, I want to start a nonprofit," what advice would you give someone?
Hmm. Really think about what the mission is, what the goal is. Because, a big misconception I had about starting a nonprofit was like, oh my God, it's going to be so hard. The easy part's getting it started, like filing the paperwork and all that's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much online resources out there, like with the AI and all the things. It's easy to get it up and running, but building the team and putting the programs in place and getting the right people to help you understand that. Like, I'm working with someone that's very experienced in grant writing, and there's a lot of rules. It is a business, but it's not a business,
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out the ins and the outs and really connecting with the people that already know is always the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of nuance in nonprofit world versus the business world, isn't there?
For sure. It's different, but not different.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. So, what is something that you wish the listeners knew about Go Local FXBG?
Um, well, it's the big thing is, like I said, it's not just another nonprofit, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
here to really build a community ecosystem. Like right
Mm-hmm.
now, we're doing what we call for calls event series. So I'm taking the experience I've already got and dumping it into the nonprofit. Like on Wednesday nights, we're doing trivia for calls down at Brock's and downtown. And with that, we're connecting with other nonprofits and putting them in front of audiences that they normally
Mm-hmm.
are not in front of to build awareness. Because there's so many great nonprofits out here that people don't know about. And while it's still competitive in the nonprofit world because everybody's fighting for the same funds, we're all fighting for
Mm-hmm.
attention from donors. But, I've been really challenging people to find causes that they believe in and go support it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell me how people can get involved. They can come to your trivia nights. What are some other ways in which people listening can get on board with Go Local FXBG?
Well, yeah, like you said, definitely can come out to the events and learn about other nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for right now, coming up in January, we're rolling out that internship program with the high schools. We're going to be
Mm-hmm.
working with, a select few students from every county, Fredericksburg, Stafford, Spotsy. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for people in the community that are like experts in like marketing, digital media, business growth, development, things like that, because I can't be the expert in everything.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for people that want to give back to these kids and help me mentor these kids and build this program out. And really, we need to pour into our youth because
Mm-hmm.
they're the next big thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm noticing out in the community, like, the Lions Club and the Eagles and all these different organizations is like, there's not a lot of young people in these
Mm-hmm.
organizations and they
Yeah.
want young people. So it's like, we need
Mm-hmm.
to get involved with the community and the younger generation.
Right. Right. I love that. So if the listeners want to get in touch with you, learn more about everything you do, how can they find you?
So you can go to golocalfxbg.org, and there's a contact us page on there, and just shoot me an email. And you can follow us on social, Facebook, Instagram. Got a YouTube channel where we post like nonprofit spotlights. Been sitting down and interviewing them, so we've been posting them over there. Yeah, all the normal sources.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, Marcus, thank you for all that you are doing for our community. I have really enjoyed having you on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.